Hello. I just wanted to take a little time to share a little bit with you. I know that we're coming up tomorrow is October 31st, which is Halloween. Some celebrate, some don't. But November 1st will be Saturday. And the next big holiday, of course, coming after that would be so we have Thanksgiving and then Christmas. I'm watching a lot of videos already. I know that for those who follow people on social media, Christmas has already started because everybody that are influencers do everything a month or two before the actual thing so that they can promote products and all the stuff that goes along with that. But this year is a bit different, I think, for many people, especially if you're here in the United States. You're probably experiencing a lot of stress, not just from the normal holiday stresses of what are we going to do about Christmas? What are we going to do about Thanksgiving? But with the political arena as it is unfolding and unpredictable in many ways, there are people who are feeling a lot of other pressures as to how they're going to feed their families, how they're going to um, provide a decent Christmas for their children. And I wanted to speak a little bit to that. Um, we often talk about being grateful and finding gratitude. And me being a person who lives in what I would consider middle class America, it is easy for those of us who have somewhat of some comforts of life to oversimplify what it means to just be thankful and to be grateful for whatever people are facing because we really haven't had to deal with a lot of those hardships that others face, sometimes for days, sometimes for years. Um, and when you add the other parts of holidays, such as illness or medical crises that may arise in families, that only exacerbates the problems that people are already feeling and the pressures. So, as we come into the next season of holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and even on into New Year's, I wanted to just share a little bit of inspiration for you. I encourage you to breathe. It is interesting to me that when we think of the Spirit, the first thing that comes to mind is the Holy Spirit if you're from a religious community. Um, but really, spirit comes from older words that just simply mean breathe or breath. And so sometimes we need to just stop and take a breath and just breathe in and breathe out and let ourselves be in the space we're in so that we can think more clearly and decide what are the things that matter most. What matters most in my family, with my time, and then build our plans around that. So maybe we should think about who we want to be with in this time and who are the people that bring us the presence of joy and peace and comfort. And then find out what are the interesting things that are already existing with us. What do we already have that we can build up on as the foundation for all the aesthetics of the celebration of life and people? So instead of thinking about what's the latest thing that will impress other people, maybe we should just say, how do I be present with the people who matter to me and find ways to gather them in spaces with you? You may not be able to do 4 or 5 different Christmas parties. Maybe it means celebrating with just cookies and coffee, or cookies and hot chocolate. or doing something simple like a potluck breakfast with friends, rather than taking on the whole gamut of trying to figure out how to do all the magic of the season. Let there be just the spirit of love around us. So I want to just take this moment and encourage you that you don't have to do everything. Sometimes it's just doing the one something that matters most to you, that brings you the most peace and the most joy, and that inspires a hope within you that gives you the strength to go another step in the journey of life. Maybe you should take out that piece of paper and a pen or pencil writing and just start a list of jotting down first who matters to me. Write their name and why they matter to you. And then what are the aspects of the things, not the things we do or have, but what they represent, that they create for us. And then finally, after making that list, putting together the plan of how to incorporate the people and those most important things into an event or a time frame of doing a thing. And then letting that be your celebration, your true celebration of life. Because we only get to do this part of the journey once. And rather than being stressed and working overtime in trying to make others happy and make others fulfilled, maybe we should say, you know what? Let's create an atmosphere of just being together, being in each other's presence. And all the other things will take care of themselves. I'm doing something new this year in light of everything, is I'm having friends, instead of doing some big, huge party, I've decided I'm doing some things with some of my music friends, but I've incorporated an idea to keep myself from feeling like a failure, because I can be a perfectionist at times. I have decided that I'm having these moments where we come here into my music room and some of my musician friends will set up their instruments and some of my singing friends, and we gather together and we sing together. Now I send the invitation and the date and the time out to a whole host of them, but I trust that those who can come will. Those who cannot make it for that particular time, it's okay. I don't judge them for not coming, nor do I elevate those who came as something. It's just timing sometimes, and or other projects that were already on someone's schedule that doesn't work for them to be here. But I'm finding that if I just say, this is what we're doing, and opening my space up to the people that matter, and then they come and be a part of it, or those who can, then we have a great time. We celebrate that moment. And I don't go back and say, I wish this person had been here. I wish that person had come. Everyone who was supposed to come shows. Those who don't come, it's okay. And I don't take it personal that they didn't show up. And this is something that's proving to be very healthy for me. It keeps me relaxed and also keeps the pressure, so that what we're doing as far as our musical activity is still fun, rather than being another taxing job to accomplish. Another thing that I'm doing that's making this year a little bit different is I'm thinking of ways to be present with my friends and the people who matter in my life by being a good listener. What does that mean? That means giving them the space to have a person that they can speak with without judgment, who just lets them speak and say what they're thinking about or what they're feeling pressure about in their lives or the joys that they're experiencing. It may be good news and great things that they're looking to accomplish. And I just become that person that's in their corner that says, whatever is happening, I am here with you in it. And I'm finding that that is also proving to be something that is helpful for me. So this is a very short video. I just hope that what I'm sharing with you will somehow resonate in your heart and give you pause for thought. As we enter November, I will be posting on my Facebook page, those of you who follow me there, my days of thanks leading up to Thanksgiving, which I just go little things that I'm thankful for. That's another good way to just help bring things back into focus when life is getting tough. And then anticipating the Christmas, Advent and Christmas season. For my family here in our home, we do Advent separately from Christmas. And so we'll be focusing on things. I've been putting those plans together, our activities that we do as a family unit, but also some things that we're doing with our friends. I hope that you will find peace, joy, and hope in all the areas of your life. And you're always in my prayers and thoughts. Have a good day.